Okay, we've lost our engine. We're not fully sure what's going on. The first thing we should be doing is pitching for our best glide speed. Visually pitch for the best glide speed. Don't pitch up and down to chase that airspeed. Just set it below the horizon. Training is when you'll learn what that pitch attitude should be. And we'll get it set there, get it trimmed out, and we can let go. So it lightens our workload. Airspeed. Next thing is going to be the best place to land. I'm running through the ABC method. Best place to land. I love to pick a road with a nice field right next to it, and the wind is coming out of the north. So ideally, we just land on that road and nothing, we're good to go. We walk away. But maybe a car's coming. We can't use the road, or maybe there's power lines we couldn't see from up here. So then we pitch into the field right next to it. That's why I like having a couple options right next to each other. Well, I see a nice road right out here. It's more underneath of me. I know I can for sure get to it. I don't want to pick something that I think I'm going to glide to, because then on that day where it's 30 knot winds up aloft, you're not going to be gliding to that same distance that you're used to. So you want to pick something more underneath you and then circle and navigate down for it. The next thing is going to be, I like to do a quick right to left flow before I even grab the checklist, which is the C, right to left flow. Switching tanks regardless. We're leaving this carpet on to give it time to melt ice, or fuel pump on in case the engine failed, mixture full rich in case it got bumped. Throttle, we would adjust it if this was real. Primer is locked in. If that went out, it would flood the engine. Mags on both, maybe it got bumped off. And I'm going to switch tanks regardless of whichever one I think is more full. Maybe there's a broken line somewhere from one of these tanks getting into the engine, so switching tanks might be the solution. And then again, I've got this road I'm coming up on. I'm going to start to kind of basically enter a left downwind for it. Do what you need to. You can circle directly over it. You can I like to get into that pattern shape, something we're familiar with, something that's consistent, and we can kind of adjust how far out we go, how far down we go, all that kind of stuff. So we're getting set up. We've got quite a bit of things going on. And then the paper checklist is going to be that C part, right to left flow. Now I actually want to physically run through a checklist. If this is real, we're going to be panicking. There's going to be a lot of emotions. It's easy to forget things. I could do that right to left flow 100 times perfectly in training, and on the real one I forget because I'm nervous and scared and all that stuff. So, and make sure that we actually did everything. Selector, transponder, we would set it to 7700 here. And then the radio, we'd go to 1215. Unless you're already on flight following or something, in which case you would just communicate with them. But if we're not, we go to 1215, which is monitored by them and a lot of other facilities. Try to give them as much information as we can so we can get people coming to help us. I'm going to basically start entering this left base here for this road. This is a Midwest thing, but we don't want to land into a bean field. It's very viney. We actually want to go for a cornfield. So I like this segment right down here, but then I also see a semi coming. So I'm going to actually go for the next cornfield down. So yeah, we got this road right out in front of us here. And I love the cornfields off on the right side. So those power lines, they're all the way out on the far side of the ditch. So the wing does not reach that far. If this was actually real, I'd probably just put it down on this road. Unless that car, you see, there's always these issues. That's why I want to have that field as a backup.